What's good, everyone? It's Fizzy here, and today I'm going to be showing how to make some fire Afrobeat loops. So let's get into this, guys. So to kick things off, we're just going to go down to 110 BPM, and then we're going to start off with a piano melody. So let's see what we can come up with. So I came up with that melody, and I'm going to increase the swing a little bit, just to about 30%. And then I don't know what I'm going to add next. I think we're going to go with a pad. So let's just head over to Expand and let's see what we can come up with. So we now came up with the pad. I just reduced the volume a bit and I'm going to pan it to the right just to create a bit more space. So next, I'm going to probably add in like just some filler notes. So I'm going to go to analog and see what I can come up with. So we came up with this little filler note. It's called the ambi horns. I have a favorite here. And then I think I might add in an organ. So in analog, sorry, not in analog, yeah, sorry. So in analog, there's this organ that I like to use. It's called the Art of Chill. And it's one of those ones where it's one of my favorite go-to organs. It sounds really nice. It's smooth. So yeah, we're going to use this and then we're going to see what melody we can come up with. So I came up with the melody. I just panned it a bit to the right. I'm going to reduce the volume because it is a bit too overpowering at times. And then I'm going to come up with a string melody and I'm just going to go to my go-to bank, which is the VSL. And I'm going to use the violin or the viola solo and then just change the articulation here to this one over here. So we're going to see what we can come up with. So I ended up coming up with this melody here. And I'm just going to hit Alt R just to make sure that it doesn't sound too robotic and it sounds as natural as possible. So next after this, I'm just going to head over to Purity. I'm going to try find a bass or I might just end up finding another. But I think that's it for the melody. So I'm just going to go on to EQ the melody and then I'm just going to lay it out into a pattern. So I'm now going to play the loop as it is. So we are now moving on to making our second loop of the day. I think I'm gonna go for a more chilled vibe. So we're gonna go for the BPM of around 95. Let's stick with 95. So I'm gonna use a guitar. So I'm gonna go to Flex and I'm gonna come up with this normal, simple guitar melody. So I came up with this melody. It took me a while because I had an original melody at the start, but I ended up changing it. So I've now gone for this one here. So this is the top line melody. And then this is the main chord progression. It goes like this. So now I'm going to move on to the piano. And the piano is really simple. It's just this chord. And then I'm just going to bring it down here. I'm just going to duplicate that over and then duplicate it again, but pitch it down 5 semitones. So I ended up making the piano progression and then I ended up adding a top line melody towards it. So I'm just going to quickly mix it and then I'm going to move into other elements of the loop. So we're now going to move on to Konktakt and I think I'm going to use a mallet. So I'm going to go to my go-to mallet, which is in hybrid keys. And then I'm going to see what we can come up with. We're going to go to Analog Lab and then I'm going to find a little pad. I'm just going to go use this ambi horn here again. And then I'm just going to add it here. I'm just going to make it really short and then we're going to see what we can come up with. So as you can see, it's really simple. I'm not doing too much with that pad. And then I'm then going to add in another pad, which is the pad mix that I always have. And I'm just going to play the root note. So, and I want like a flute sound. So I'm going to go to Purity and I'm going to use this pan flute and see what that sounds like. I like the melody, but I don't like the pan flute. So I'm going to change it again. Let's see what we can come up with. So because I'm not finding what the sound I'm looking for, I'm going to change the VST to Konktakt. And then I'm just going to go to the factory library and see if I can find anything in the woodwinds. And let's see what we can come up with there. So I'm happy with the flute melody. And then lastly, what I'm then going to add in is I'm going to add in a bass and I'm going to go to analog because the bass I have in mind is this bass called the jazz bass. And I should have it favorited. So that bass is a really good bass, especially it's like just to add a bit of bounce. So let's see what we can come up with. that's it for today, guys. Make sure to drop a subscribe because I'm gonna release this loop pack at the end of this month, probably on the 30th of November or on the 1st of December. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And yeah, peace, guys. So the announcement I have is that I have released a loop pack. I'm gonna send the link down in the description. And yeah, the loop pack is free, so you can use the loop. There's 10 loops in there. And yeah, make sure you read the terms and conditions for the loop as well, guys. And make sure to go follow my Insta here so you can go find out when I release a song. Peace.